Yeah, so hi. So we are on live right now.
Hello.
So yeah, it's a debate between like an extinctionist and a spiritualist. So uh, maybe the
Given.
topic I have, yeah. So the topic I have given is like whether we can solve the sufferings in this world through spirituality or through meditation. This is the topic.
I don't
So
know when you put when you inserted meditation in the equation, because spirituality and meditation is not the same.
mm,
Maybe meditation is one of the tools of spirituality, but it's nothing special
yeah,
about it. Uh, so yeah,
okay.
actually, we agreed to talk about spirituality, not meditation.
Yeah, okay, okay, sure. That yeah, okay. Actually, like last time we had a discussion in the group. So you were saying something like even rape victims and other sufferers in the world, they can be
Ah,
like saved from their condition through meditation. So I guess I thought that's the topic you are suggesting, but it's fine. It's fine. We can change the topic. Yeah,
mhm.
we can change meditation to spirituality. It's fine, right? No.
Mhm, mhm, mhm. I just have
Yeah.
one request to you. Could you please
Yeah.
link to my channel from the level of title of the video?
Sorry,
Because
I didn't get you.
am I too quiet? I have a request. Could you please link to my channel? Link to my channel from the level of the title of the video, because actually I have uploaded my own definition.
Huh.
Well thought definition of spirituality. It's already on my channel, so I don't want to repeat. So if somebody is interested, if I evoke some interest in your viewers, I invite
Yeah.
to my channel. Please check like full definition of spirituality, as I introduced
Hello.
already.
Hello.
Yes, I'm here. Hello, I'm here.
Hello.
Hello. I could hear you all the time.
Abhishek,
I
bro.
could hear you all the time. Yes, I could hear you all the time.
Hello.
I can
Jeevan,
hear
can you hear
you.
me?
Yeah, yeah.
So
Is it my network issue or like Veganika's issue? I don't know. Hello.
No,
I
I
can hear
can
you
hear
all
both
the
of
time.
you.
Sorry.
I can hear both of you.
Yeah, I can hear
Uh,
also
yeah.
you, Ivan. I have no problem. I'm not
So
frozen. I don't think so.
I was not able to hear you for some time. Okay. Okay. Fine.
Mhm.
We can continue. So you are saying to link your channel, right? Link your channel name to the
Yeah,
video.
yeah, please. Yes, please.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. I guess we can do that in description or something. We can
Mhm.
add it. Yeah. Sure.
In title would be nice.
Yeah. Sure. Sure. We can do that.
Mhm.
Mm.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Okay, so could you please ask me the opening question?
Yeah.
Maybe I
So.
should define like short version of
mm,
definition what spirituality is. Or I don't
Yeah.
know.
Sure.
Just ask whatever question.
Okay, like maybe everybody will have a basic idea what spirituality is because it's common, right? Like it's well known thing what spirituality is. Maybe you can give your definition so that it will be better. What is your definition of spirituality? And my question is that it's very simple. So basically, our main aim is to solve the sufferings in the world, right? So whatever ideology we are coming up with, whatever movements we are coming up with, whether it's extinctionism, veganism, or spirituality, so our basic idea or basic aim is to solve or eradicate all the sufferings in the world. So my question towards you is that how can spirituality actually solve the sufferings? There are like yeah, like both human and animal suffering. So both humans and animals are capable of suffering, and it's almost like inevitable when we are living in this world, when sentient beings are living in this world, it's inevitable. Suffering is inevitable because our design of nature is like that. Before we die we have to suffer. So what kind of solution are you like proposing through spirituality?
Mhm. Spirituality is not any philosophy, it's not an alternative to extinctionism or veganism.
Okay.
Spirituality is actually a set of tools, how to
Mm,
manage yourself, how to be in touch and stay in touch with reality, and to improve
mm,
your effectiveness and to do things deliberately, focused
mm,
on purpose and knowing, being like fully
mm,
aware what you are doing, why you are doing. um,
mm, mm, mm,
that's it. It's not like alternative path. So you can use spirituality in either of your ways. You can. People are massively using. Actually, all most successful people in the world use spirituality in some ways. The
mm,
richest people, sportsmen, uh,
mm,
anyone who wants to be like really successful, who wants to exceed
mm,
their own limits, they use some forms of spirituality. So this is, I
mm,
think, what is essential if we want to really do some change. Because
mm,
what was my main concern? Not
mm,
the only one, but one of my main
mm,
concerns about your proposals is
mm,
that you are lacking. Um, how to say? Uh, I didn't see potential for your
mm,
movement to
mm.
cause an effect.
I see.
So
Mm.
I just was thinking that you may miss some elements. So spirituality
So,
obviously starts from the moment where you start being aware of
uh,
reality. And so I would say that like stage one, you are
mm,
already spiritual because you already
mm,
admit and mm, you already approve to
mm,
be
mm,
aware of things that normally people don't want to be aware of. Who wants to
mm,
be aware of like extreme suffering of wild animals, of farmed
mm,
animals, of insects? Who gives a
mm,
shit about it? Yeah, so you do.
mm,
So you are already, I would say,
mm,
a little bit more spiritual than average, but that's not
mm,
enough. That's not enough that you are already aware of this, and it's
mm,
absolutely not enough to cause any effect if you just start talking about it. Because
mm,
okay, then it's like step
mm,
two. You must be
mm,
aware of who Homo sapiens are, like who
mm.
they are, what's their
I think.
psychological construction. How can you affect
Mm,
them? Just by saying them
mm,
things, showing them
mm,
things, you know,
mm,
it's not going to work. And I
mm,
am afraid that you might end up with traumatizing a bunch of
mm,
people, sensitive people,
mm,
vulnerable people, with all those images of extreme suffering. And the only result you might
mm,
get is that some people will get some nervous breakdown.
mm,
I hope nobody will commit suicide, but so you
mm,
will traumatize vulnerable people, but it doesn't mean
mm.
that it causes any change whatsoever. Therefore, I
Okay.
propose you must,
Mm,
enter the path of some like I don't know how should I say,
mm,
social engineering, some awareness how humans
mm,
work. You
mm.
know what
Okay.
causes,
Mm,
what makes people doing
mm,
things. Because you very often
mm,
you repeat, people are rational, people are rational. No,
mm,
people are irrational. And
mm,
if they were rational, then what is reasoning? What is reason? It's a tool of survival.
mm,
So our reason
mm,
evolved as a tool of survival. So people will fight
mm,
for their survival first of all, and they will fight
mm,
against you. So you must be like aware of all those mechanisms.
mm,
So if you have your purpose,
mm,
so this is actually very very painful process, because obviously you are already aware of suffering. It hurts.
mm,
I already
mm,
went through it when a couple of years ago when I went vegan. So the first stage was disaster, was catastrophe when I saw all
mm,
those images, movies. So
mm,
it was disaster. But then it was
mm,
even more painful when I became aware, because I was
mm,
like intensively thinking, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do? What can I do? So I was thinking about like hundreds of strategies, what I can do. But I realized that whatever I do, the the results will be very tiny.
mm.
So
Okay.
I think even
Yeah.
becoming aware of your limits is
Mm.
even more painful than becoming aware of suffering in the world. And this is the
Okay.
starting
So
point when
yeah.
you must start managing yourself.
Okay. Yeah. So, like, first of all, I have to say one thing. So, in your previous video, you mentioned that you proposed spirituality as an alternative to extinctionism. So, currently, like, you are changing the topic, I guess. Like, you are saying that it's not an alternative to extinctionism, but it's some kind of tool. And
Mhm.
secondly, you mentioned that, like, something like, I don't know, maybe our methods are wrong or something. We should choose some other method to propagate extinctionism. So,
Yeah.
what is that effective method, and how can you demonstrate that? Like, how do you say it's like really effective? Do you have any historical evidence, or do you have any experimental evidence, or something? Maybe social experiments or something. That is one thing. And I also have to say, I forgot to say one thing in the beginning. So. Like it's better to have a shorter conversations in a debate, because if it's fine for you, see, like 2 to 3 minutes of the like discussion, like time for each of us, so that like it can be crispier, and like each time you can like come up with one question, so that I can answer you clearly, and I will also
Mhm.
have time to ask you one question. So it will be better, I guess, because we will not be missing any point in between, and debate will be smoother.
Mhm. Okay, so
So yeah.
first let me
Yeah, go.
explain. I never
Yeah.
said that I propose spirituality as an alternative. No, no. I always treat it as a tool,
Okay.
as a path to, because it's all about managing,
Mm.
executing your will, but it doesn't define your will. Your will is your will. Yes, you
Mm.
define your will.
Mm.
And how the topic came up, it came up from, this was actually idea from one
Mm.
of our viewers who
Mm.
left such a comment below our first debate, first part of our
Mm.
debate. So
Okay.
I guess that when he realized how much because you believe in materialism, because if you want
Mm.
to destroy the world, then it means that you believe you can do this, that there is no afterlife, nothing like this. So therefore the
Mm.
viewer proposed, hey guys, this would be cool to hear you discussing
Mm.
spirituality. So this was not even my
Mm.
idea. And then I thought that,
Mm.
yeah, maybe it might be something interesting, but no, I never
Mm.
thought about it as alternative.
Mm.
Okay, this is my answer.
Uh, yeah. So okay, then it's fine. So let's go to my second question. Like, what kind of change do you propose us to make? Like, so you're saying that we shouldn't be showing extreme suffering videos to the public. It'll make a lot of people traumatized. So what should we be doing instead? How can we spiritually make extinction possible?
Well, actually, I think you maybe unwillingly did something, and therefore I gained some interest in you
Mm.
guys when I
Mm.
saw Steve competing with vegan games, because
Mm.
uh, this is something interesting. So I think vegan games is using some method. He's using
Mm.
like extreme aggression, which is very
Mm.
charismatic. So
Mm.
I perceive it as like one of the
Mm.
tools. So
Mm.
if you want to get, so first of all, I
Mm.
don't think everybody can be an activist. I think you
Mm.
shouldn't push ordinary people, go do activism, because many people are so
Mm.
vulnerable. They are not
Mm.
able to speak. They are poor
Mm.
speakers. They
Mm.
can be easily defeated, and actually also endanger people. Endanger people
Mm.
because when people hear that, oh, somebody wants to kill us all, they are endangered.
Mm.
So
mm,
um, I'm fine with spreading your ideas, which actually
mm,
is interesting.
mm,
Today I was editing our debate, and I
mm,
realized that actually you express some valuable
mm,
ideas, important
mm.
ideas. We
Okay.
should talk
Mm,
about it, and actually I think it's a mistake from your side that
mm,
you are you are on warpath with veganism, because many vegans will agree with
mm,
you on many points, but many will not, but many will. So this is actually your
mm,
the most natural community for you to
mm,
talk about, to discuss. I think if you use a vegan movement to
mm,
talk about your ideas, you can already you can make
mm,
already existing movement, maybe
mm,
put it on a higher level, because I agree
mm,
with you that vegans
mm,
are not don't care enough about wildlife, wild suffering. So I think you know, I think you should choose who is able to speak. You must
mm,
speak
mm,
your
mm,
choose your speakers, your public
mm.
persons, and of course
Okay.
you must spread awareness, but maybe not necessarily push everybody you know,
Mm,
to talk about extinction.
uh,
But what is the most painful to me, that actually you neglect veganism as
mm,
it's really painful to me that you don't neglect as like one of
mm,
obviously
mm, mm,
very poor
mm,
strategies, but there is already some strategy. As vegans, we
mm, mm,
already do some impact. So I think you, by erasing veganism, it doesn't matter. Actually, what do you propose instead? What do you propose instead of veganism? Like talking about suffering. Yeah, we know about
mm,
suffering. Yeah, let's talk more about
mm,
wildlife suffering. Yeah, because yeah, this is something
mm,
that people lack knowledge about. But
mm,
um, you know, veganism already proposes
mm,
some tiny tactics what we can do, and
mm.
we should discuss. In my opinion, you should be a part of vegan movement, and you should
Okay. So.
search for you know your partners
Mm,
there, and inspire vegans.
mm, mm. So I'll address your points one by one. First of all, you told that uh, about vegan gains you mentioned. So the
Yeah, I
aggressive
didn't
tactic,
finish it. Yeah.
yeah, the aggressiveness, that tactic he uses is very useful. He's saying, okay, it's fine
Yeah,
for
yeah,
us.
and
Yeah,
sorry, I
yeah,
will finish. Let me finish, because I did it. I started
uh,
with vegan days, but I didn't finish. So when I saw that
yeah,
Steve is trying to be
mm,
even more aggressive than vegan gains, I thought, okay, this guy
mm,
has some potential. Maybe he can do
okay,
something, because you know there is charisma behind aggression. Aggression is very
mm-hmm,
attractive. So I think
mm,
maybe Steve can attract people. Maybe some people will
yeah,
follow him because he
okay, fine.
already uses some tool.
Mm,
Yeah.
okay, sure, sure. And the second thing you told is that we shouldn't be compelling people to do activism. So I don't know what's wrong in doing that. Even I was not a good speaker, or still I am not a good speaker. I was a kind of introvert, but situations will force you, right? So when this much wide scale of sufferings are happening around this world, you should do activism. If you are capable to do that, if you are capable, you should do that, because that's the minimum you can do for all the beings who are suffering in this world, right? So compelling people to do activism is not the wrong thing, right? So, and about veganism you have mentioned, so you were saying that many of the vegans might agree with us that about extinctionism, but many of the feminists also do agree with us, many of the communists also do agree with us, right? So that doesn't matter, right? That doesn't mean I should be working in between communists or working among feminists or something. Ours is a different movement. Veganism is a different movement. Just like communism or feminism, veganism is also working for a group of individuals. And extinctionism, it's a movement for all the sentient beings in the world. this is the most rational and most ethical movement in the world, because we don't discriminate anybody, we don't discriminate any kind of suffering, and we propose only rational kind of solutions. So we don't have to associate with vegans or communists or anything. We are not in a need for that. That is one thing. And your last point I forgot. So instead of veganism, like I don't know why you have to propose something instead of veganism, because I don't even feel that veganism is actually an effective movement. It's not creating any like wide scale changes, so like other movements. So I don't know why we have to hang on with veganism. And ours is also a budding movement, and I don't see the methods used by vegans as an effective method, because it's a kind of conversion strategy, right? In history, always these strategies have failed. That is what we observe. Conversion strategy is something which is being used by mostly by religions. You can see this strategy being used by Christians for almost, I don't know, 200 or more than that years, more than that number of years. Christians have been using this tactic, but still, you cannot say that majority of the world is people in the world are Christians, right? But we take a strategy which is abolitionist in nature. Okay, so whatever social justice movements which have succeeded in history have used this tactic, which is abolitionist, which means that you are not converting people to a specific kind of lifestyle or something. So we are demanding basic justice for all the sufferers in the world. It's a bit different kind of method. So I don't think we have to go in deep into that, because our topic is about spirituality. I just want to know whether how spirituality is going to be helpful to solve suffering. So you're saying that it's just some kind of methods or tools to do activism. I don't know why you have to use this term spirituality for that. I don't consider myself as spiritual, or even Steve don't consider myself as spiritual. Each of us will have their own tactic to do activism. That's what we learn from our experiences, right? We'll be doing activism and we'll learn from that. We were vegans. We observed that that tactic is not much useful. We changed our approaches. So you cannot say that it's something spiritual. If Steve is doing right kind of activism, you cannot say that Steve is a spiritualist. And one more thing is that in our last conversation in the group, you just told me that people can escape from their sufferings, like sufferers like rape victims, uh, through meditation they can be saved from their sufferings. So I'm curious. I want to know how that's possible.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
there was a topic of rape in our conversation, private conversation. So I suggested that rape is forcing, automatically is forcing to alternative state of mind. I think there is a very little chance that the victims of such extreme violence, they still stay in a normal, same natural state of mind, like typical beta state of mind. Because no, I think it automatically and I know that what women feel when they have even unwanted sex or forced sex. They lose the connection with their bodies, so they are already in alternative state of mind. They lose the connection. They are not in their bodies. Their bodies are elsewhere. They are not in their bodies. So this is typical situation. This is the problem, that women constantly, repeatedly raped, are losing the connection with their body, with their feelings, with their ability to feel. So that's not the case that when you are watching somebody's experience, like extreme experience in the third person, oh, she's being raped, so you can imagine what she feels, but actually what she feels is something else. So we don't know the first person experience of extreme situations. So I've been in extreme situations several times. I know something about it, and for sure, extreme stress automatically changes something in your brains. You start functioning completely different. You are in alternated state of mind. So I might talk more about it, but I don't know if we want to go that deep in details.
No,
Maybe I might give some advices for victims how they can defend themselves. I might give some advices what they can do. How
so
to.
you're basically just
A little
talking.
bit different
Yeah.
topic.
Yeah, so you're basically just talking about counseling for the victims and maybe some sort of rehabilitation techniques, right? To meditate or something. So
No,
how can you
not
say?
to meditate. No, I say
Uh,
that the extreme stress
uh,
automatically causes automatic.
okay.
They are like within seconds. They are in alternate state of mind. They are elsewhere. They are not in their
So
bodies anymore.
so after getting raped, you are suggesting that you should make those victims spiritual so that they can get relieved from their sufferings. That is what
No,
you're
that's not what I'm
proposing.
suggesting. That's not what I'm
Uh,
suggesting. No. I say that
uh,
stress uh, automatically generate alternated
uh,
state of mind, and you should
uh,
notice this within seconds. Within seconds, and I can
uh,
show you. I can tell you. Okay,
uh,
I can tell you how you might deal with this.
mm,
So when I was in danger, like truly with the
mm,
gun on my head, and
mm,
somebody wanted to rape me, and
mm,
of course there is the first stress, very high adrenaline, but a few seconds after it all calms down, I'm in alternate state of mind. I start thinking differently, and
mm,
I can give some advice to women who suffer this situation. In rape is a game of power. Just
mm,
remember that it's a game of power. So to
mm,
avoid rape, you can just start pretending that you want it. Just say to the man,
mm,
"Yeah, this is what I said to the man with the gun on my head. Yeah,
mm.
you look so masculine with the gun. Yeah, I want it. You are so great man." So when the man hears that this is what a woman is demanding, then he cannot do anything anymore. Then he's impotent immediately. Guarantee.
I didn't get you actually. So you are suggesting that if someone is pointing a gun on you, you should be saying that that person is handsome or he's masculine. It will save the
That he's
victim from that
masculine and he
problem.
wanted. Yeah, this is like, oh,
Okay.
partner of your dream.
So
And he wanted.
yeah, yeah.
So then he cannot do this anymore.
So so this is what spiritualism suggests to save rape victims. So if someone is coming to rape you, just say that the rapist is sexually attractive, is masculine, and it will save you from all the sufferings.
No, to show who is in position in power, that he's doing what I
Uh,
demand. Now he's my servant. I want it. Yeah, do it. Do it this way. Do it this way.
so yeah.
No. This way.
Mm. So as a spiritualist, this is what you have to say to all the women in the world, right? So if somebody is coming to rape you, suddenly say that you are masculine, you are sexually attractive, and it will save you from all the sufferings. That is what is spiritualism. Am I right?
You disappeared from me. Okay, now you're back. Mhm.
Am I audible right now?
Okay, I don't hear you very well, but okay, let's try. Can you hear me
Is
well?
it fine? Yeah, I can hear you well.
It was too hot topic for the internet, maybe.
Yeah, you can hear me, right?
Yes, now I can hear you.
Yeah. Okay, so what I asked is that as a spiritualist, this is what you have to uh, say to all the women in the world, right? If if somebody is gonna get raped, that women will have to compliment the rapist, saying that you are masculine, you are sexually attractive, and it will save you from all the sufferings. And this is what is spiritualism, right?
No, this I
Uh,
just revealed like one of possible potential
okay,
tactics how to deal with this. But I want to
okay,
say
okay.
that just take advantage of the fact that after few
Hmm,
seconds, 5 seconds of extreme stress, after your
hmm,
adrenaline goes to the roof,
hmm,
soon
hmm,
after you are already in alternate state of mind, and use it.
hmm,
Use it. You can do
hmm,
incredible
hmm.
things.
So if you learn spiritualism, if you become a spiritualist, you will be able to do like that. Like when a rapist attacks you, you will be able to say that you are masculine, you are sexy, so that
No,
and you will be
everybody
able to
can do
escape.
that. Just be aware. Just notice that. Just notice that. Just
Uh,
leave all your thoughts about rape. Just be in that
okay.
situation and deal with this.
Um,
Everybody can do this.
okay. So everybody can do that. You know, you don't need to be a spiritualist for that.
No, you just notice that after 5 seconds you are already spiritualist.
So automatically you are going to become spiritualist without my knowledge itself. I don't have to follow spiritualism, or like I don't have to go to a spiritual guru or something, right? I'll
Of course
automatically
not.
become a spiritual. Yeah.
Just
Okay.
notice that you are. Just notice.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So if somebody is coming to attack me, if I am able to compliment that person saying that you are masculine, you are sexy, then I should understand that I am spiritualist.
Yeah, do something what he's
Am I
not
right?
expecting. Just
So
give
so
him some
suddenly,
surprise.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So yeah, okay, okay, great. So okay, great. So what about animals? Like, what can animals do to save themselves from exploitation in
Actually,
industries? And yeah.
okay, but anyway, let's use this. Let's just see
Mm,
example. Let's use even this example, what we've been talking,
okay.
discussing about, to
Mm,
think how we can like improve our also activism. Yeah,
mm,
you guys also, you should do something unexpected to the people. If you want to be
mm,
affected, do something strange, something
mm,
unexpected. So for me, it was unexpected when I saw Steve like
mm,
attacking vegan gains. I thought, oh my god, somebody's attacking vegan gains. It's
mm,
vegan gains who always does it. So is he competing? So
mm,
this is what made me intrigued. So
mm.
yeah,
So yeah,
do
so I should
unexpected
be,
things.
yeah, so I should be doing something very much unexpected, right? So what about, like, I go to an animal abuser and compliment him, saying that you are great, you are lovely, you you are looking very beautiful. Yeah. Will that, is that gonna work? It'll be. I guess it'll be
Be
extremely
creative.
unexpected, right?
Just be creative. Yeah, be creative. This is crazy idea, but you know, the more
Yeah.
crazy ideas you generate, the better they will start to be. Yeah, but look, you are already smiling. I already did something. You are already more alive.
Sure. 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 Yeah. I can see that. Yeah. And so this is the technique that you propose, right? To solve all the sufferings in the world.
No,
No. Hmm.
no, to solve all the sufferings. This is what I think I already said, but maybe not clearly
Hmm.
enough. I
Yeah.
said
Okay.
that like
Oh, okay. Okay. You
stage
said that it's
two.
a tool. Yeah.
No. But I also said that stage two is
Mm.
when you realize that you
Mm.
no way can solve
Uh,
or can reduce, can, you know, erase all the
mm.
sufferings. This is more even painful when you already are
Okay.
aware what's happening, and
Mm.
then you see, I can do
Mm.
as little as this. I can only
Mm.
I can only think about how to extend this little. This little can
Uh,
make little less little, like slightly bigger. But this is truly
mm.
painful. But this is
Okay.
reality. Reality is
Mm.
that we are limited. Our resources
Uh,
are limited. Our abilities are limited. Our power is limited.
mm.
Yes, this is
Mm.
so. We only must think, okay, when we are aware
Mm.
how little we can do, how
Mm.
small impact we can have, then we start thinking,
Mm.
if we are already aware, if we are in
Mm.
touch with reality, then we start thinking
Mm.
creatively. Okay, what we
Okay.
can do better, what we can do better, like step by step, like little by little, what I can do better, what
Mm.
I can do better. Yeah. So, but because I am afraid that what you are expressing is nothing but
Mm.
wishful thinking, like let's erase all the suffering with just one, one
Uh,
kick, one punch,
mm.
like red button.
Mm.
This is dreamland. This has
Mm.
nothing to do with reality. Reality is much more
Mm.
brutal. We are so limited.
Mm.
So therefore you need people, you need also people, you need to cooperate with
Mm.
people who you don't even
Mm.
fully agree with, but maybe like together we can have some cooperation. Even today we are talking, I think it's already valuable because we are not from the same universum, but we are discussing, and maybe it can be inspiring. Actually, when I listened to our last debate, although we were quite in the mode of fight, there were some inspiring thoughts expressed. I think, yeah, this was good.
Okay. Uh, just a second. So you are telling me that it's maybe you are saying that it's not possible to eradicate all the suffering in a strike or by extinction, right? So I don't know, why do you think so? Because if it's possible for us to eliminate all the life in the world, why do you think it will not solve all the sufferings?
Because I checked, I don't know what method. Maybe there are some methods that I didn't check, but so far I checked the method you proposed, and I know I made with AI. I made simulations of them, so I know they are not going to work. So I know that,
Which
and
method?
also I think you are not aware. You are not aware of the resistance in humans. You are, first of all, you will need to fight with humans. Don't expect that humans will be your how to say your partners, that you will that many humans will follow, because the most natural for reason, for rational people, the most natural is the strongest is the instinct of survival. So they will fight for their survival by all means. By all means. So
So
humans, Homo sapiens species will be your first and ultimate enemy.
see,
Expect them to be
see,
enemy.
it's very simple question I'm asking you. So like I have a forest nearby my house, and like I guess that there might be some 10,000 mammals living inside that. So to solve their suffering, if I euthanize all of them, if I destroy that forest, they are not going to reproduce, right? So that's all. Suffering is solved there. So you are saying that it's not a good idea. It's not going to happen. So what else do you propose? Like, should I go to forest and do something very creative and very unexpected, like you told? Like, should I compliment animals? I don't know what to do. So what is the different solution that, so
I
we
like
can
that.
take this case, right? Yeah, so we can take this case of the jungle nearby my house, right? So there are 10,000 mammals, and how do you propose that I should solve their suffering? So my idea is that if I euthanize all of them, they are not going to reproduce, so next generation of animals are not going to come, so their suffering won't be there, it's vanished. So what is the solution that you propose?
Well, I support local extinctionism. I support local extinctionism. I only say that it's impossible to make on a like total scale, global scale. And oh, by the way, this was funny. Also, today when I was editing our debate, I was really laughing because Steve said that. There were like thousands of ants and hundreds of lizards in my house. So I guarantee there are no lizards and no ants in my house. And I think also this is something you should be aware of, that what you are observing is your local experience. I think local observation. I think in your climate there is a lot, like way more wildlife than there is here. We don't have lizards. We don't have
I don't know.
ants
Yeah.
in houses. We don't have. There is very, very little wildlife, probably comparing to your country. And maybe this is also something you might think about. Look, in Western countries, there is way less wildlife. We don't even have mosquitoes. So
Yeah, it's fine, I'm saying. Yeah.
vegans, we are frequently asked, "Do you kill mosquitoes?" Guys, we don't have mosquitoes. There are no mosquitoes in cities because already city prevents mosquitoes
Ah.
to to be born. So this is also one of extinctionist tactics done by authorities, city authorities. They prevent mosquitoes to spread in cities. There are no mosquitoes. There are like few insects. We don't have so many
Mm.
animals here. So
So,
yes, and so
yeah.
local actions I actually I support.
No, no, no. My point is very different. Okay, let's leave that case of my local area. So let's talk about our planet itself.
Mhm.
We have technologies like I don't know which technology did you check and you found that it's not possible or it's not reliable. But in order to cause extinction around our globe, it's much possible with our technologies as of today, because you can just take a step by step, phase by phase approach, right? You can just choose an area, you can do local extinction, you can go on like that, and you can cause extinction throughout the planet. And even if we are able to manage to convince the society, majority of the society, and if we are able to uh, make an extinctionist society, we can do another thing, like we can use anything, like even nuclear power. We can use it to you eradicate life on our planet. So why do you think it's not an option?
Nuclear power will not eradicate all the life. No, no, there are already
You
species
mm,
which will survive it, which will not.
see.
They are not sensitive
mm,
to this kind of to high energies. So what we
maybe
can do?
maybe you are talking about uranium based nuclear power or something, but
What?
if we use something, maybe you are talking about uranium based nuclear power, right?
Mm, yeah, I'm talking about yeah nuclear power. First of all, we
Yeah.
already exported.
So
We
there.
have already exported life outside our planet. So there are already Earth forms of life outside our planet, and
I didn't.
they have already brains. They have nervous systems. So if you eradicate humans, so the
Hmm.
evolution will continue, and we have no idea whether it will be better, the
Okay,
result
okay.
will be better, or maybe worse. Maybe it will
Hmm.
be horrible, maybe
Hmm.
unimaginably horrible, because humans
So yeah.
are already on
Hmm.
a good path
Hmm.
to be
Hmm.
ethical. We are on the right path already. So
Hmm.
myself, okay, I said that I support local extinctionism, but I
Hmm.
don't support the total extinctions, because I I have some I put some trust in humans, because I see that we are
Hmm.
evolving and we are on a good path. People are already becoming more and more aware of animal suffering. They start
Hmm.
caring more and more and more and more about
Hmm.
animals. You are right that we should discuss more wildlife suffering. So you should do this. We
Hmm.
should do this. Yes, this is a very important topic. But humans are already evolving in the right direction. If you if you eradicate humans, you don't
Hmm.
know what the future will be, because for sure you will not remove all the life. The
Hmm.
life we already exported, and there are already
Hmm.
species with brains living there, living on orbits and maybe even farther.
So
Mm,
I didn't get your point actually. Like you don't you support local extinction, but you don't support total extinction. Why is that?
yes.
Because is it because you want some of the animals to suffer and some of the animals to escape, or is there some other reason? And the next thing you told is that humans are becoming better. So how is it useful for a deer living inside a forest, or
Currently,
or for a
no.
zebra, or for a zebra living inside a forest? How much ever better you become, how much ever better the whole human society become, how is it
It,
gonna save that zebra from predation or from parasites or from harsh weather? See, how does that even matter?
okay,
Hmm.
uh, it's same useless, and as you talking to people about extinctionism,
Hmm.
both actions are useless. Like, you must start being
Hmm.
aware. Anything we do, it's useless for
Hmm.
a deer suffering in the forest. Whatever we do, we are helpless. We are helpless. Just please admit, just face it,
That's
and start acting accordingly.
That's just an appeal to impossibility. So like it's not useless if you are able to, if you are spreading extinctionism. It's obviously growing, right? It's started from a very few people, two or three people. So around the globe, maybe around 8,000 affiliates, extinctionists are there already. So it's a quite good amount of growth rate. And you already told me that humans are getting better. Obviously humans are getting more and more ethical, more and more they are concerned, they're expanding their circle of compassion, they are becoming more and more empathetic. Also you have to note one more thing: humans are becoming more and more rational, right? If you go a few centuries back, all of them were god believers, religious. Now we have a significant amount of atheists in this world. See, right? So god delusion, sapiens, all these books are best sellers at this point of time. So it's changing. So in future, if humans are really empathetic, they will want to solve all the sufferings in the world, not just of a few groups. Like they will not be sticking on to farmed animals or to women or to blacks. They will not discriminate anybody, right? They will want everybody to get liberated from their suffering. And also they will be very rational. They will not soar to any kind of stupid measures, like maybe meditating to solve wildlife suffering or something like that. So they will be resorting to rationally what is possible. So I don't see any other thing that they will come up with other than extinctionism, right? So do you have any other method to rationally eradicate all the suffering? So
First of
yeah.
all, I think the limit, the main limitation is that you may expect.
Mm,
Yes, I agree.
mm,
I also put this trust in humans that they will care more and more about animals, including
mm,
wild animals. But
mm,
the limitation is their own interest. They will not.
mm,
This is. Like this is the ultimate border where you can
mm,
where sorry, I don't know how to express this in English. This is your limitation. You can
mm,
demand people anything what doesn't violate their own interest. So when you talk about
mm,
their own extension, you are done.
mm,
They will
mm.
become your enemies. No, you have no
See,
potential to
it.
attract more than
Mm,
very very tiny um,
mm.
fracture of humankind.
See, it will depend. So okay, so you're a vegan, I see, and you say that we shouldn't attack people's interests. So if you go to a person and ask him to stop abusing animals for your food, stop eating non-veg food, he's gonna take it as an attack on his interest, right? Because according to him, it's his freedom of choice regarding food, but it's not. We know that, right? It's not his choice. So just like that, extinction is also justice. It needs to be survived. It needs to be served, because sufferers in this world, they don't deserve to go through all these experiences. They didn't do any mistake, right? They didn't do any crime in this world. They are suffering just because they are born in that body, and nobody took permission from them before like procreating them, right? So it's not their mistake. So it's not your right to survive or to give birth and continue your species just because you consider it as your interest, just because you want to enjoy this life. You cannot say that all others let them suffer. So it's not your right. Okay, that is one thing. And one more thing I have to say, I forgot to mention. So you were saying something like we have sent life outside of our planet. I didn't get you. Maybe if you are talking about extraterrestrial life forms, it might exist. Like life might exist outside of our planet also. I do agree with that. So it might be possible for us to cause extinction there also, or it might not be possible for us to cause extinction there. There are some theories which might suggest, but we cannot rely on that completely. It might be possible or it might be impossible too. So
No, no, sorry. We
okay,
already know our
one second, one second,
Earth lives,
one second.
Earth forms of our. We, us
Hmm,
humans, we already
hmm.
exported Earth forms of life. We exported outside our planet. And we already know it. We know
What
we
kind of
detected
light did we export?
we exported Earth's forms of life to the space, and we know it. It's the
To where?
fact. To
See,
orbit, maybe.
humans have never reached outside of our solar system, right? In the solar system, only Earth is the possible place where life can survive. So leave all those things. I agree that there might be extraterrestrial lives also.
Okay, that's not what I'm
So
talking about.
I agree that sometimes it might not be possible for us to cause extinction for them outside of our planet. But while in a debate, you should be able to, when you say that since it's not possible to cause extinction of extraterrestrial life, extinctionism is not right. That's what your point, right? So, what other solution do you have for extraterrestrial life forms? Are you planning to like travel to planets outside our galaxy, and are you planning to teach them spiritualism or to meditate or something? I don't know. That is one thing. And uh,
May I
okay, I
say
guess you
so?
can. Yeah.
Okay, first of all,
Mm,
you take suffering as granted. As granted. Why do you
mm,
even suspect that um, alien forms of life even experience suffering? Because, first of
mm,
all, you appeal to reason and rationality so much. So, if like
mm,
what rational people do, they
mm,
treat even pain or suffering. They look at
mm,
it like from a rational point of view. What is
mm,
pain? It's just a signal. It's just
mm,
kind of warning. It's warning. Warning
mm,
sister signal for you that it's information that okay, I must do
mm,
something. It's
mm,
actually it's a survival mechanism. So
mm,
I'm afraid that even many people, who knows, maybe
mm,
even majority of people will say pain is okay.
mm,
It's an essential mechanism. There is nothing wrong about it. We accept it.
mm,
Many people will say
mm,
they accept suffering because actually
mm,
life as a value, the value of life is
mm,
so much higher than negativity of pain or suffering.
mm,
So many people will say suffering, some sufferings. Okay, myself, I would say
mm,
just suffering. At some extent, it's okay. I don't mind suffering. I only don't accept
mm,
extreme suffering. So maybe in
mm,
my whole life, I experienced extreme suffering
mm,
for few seconds, maybe for 3 seconds in my whole life, but most
mm,
of my life is positive. And I am pretty sure that also wild animals, they normally value their life highly. Maybe if you could ask them, maybe they would say,
mm,
yeah, okay, we accept suffering. The most important is to be alive. So this is
mm,
also the problem with you, that you are trying to make decision in the name of
mm,
everybody. But maybe
mm,
most of humans and animals will say suffering is okay. The most
mm.
important is to be alive. The life is the ultimate value. And you
So,
assume that also alien forms of life, they experience suffering. Why you think so? Maybe they have completely different mechanisms of survival.
mm, okay. So, uh, your point is that uh, animals are fine with like they maybe have fine with having suffering, right? So if I'm going to catch a dog right now, if I'm going to chop off his limbs and if I'm going to skin him alive, still that dog will try to run for his life, right? Dog will never think that,
Of
oh, it's
course,
better if I get. Yeah, dog is never going to think that it's better if I get euthanized. If somebody could euthanize me, dog is not going to think like that. Dog will try to survive, even though survival is impossible. It's it's just simple logic, right? Dogs or animals doesn't have intellectual capacity like us. They can't even understand the concept of death, right? They don't know that if I die, there won't be any suffering left. Okay, even humans, even many majority of the humans are idiots right now. They are religious. They don't know that after death there is nothing. Okay, so that is one thing. And it's survival instinct. It's an instinct which will ask you to survive, but survival is not always good. That's why in many countries we have laws supporting assisted euthanasia, right? You can opt for euthanasia. People are opting for euthanasia. Why? Because they are fed up with their life. How many people are trying to suicide? a large portion of our society is attempting to suicide at least once in their life because they are fed up with their life. But even then they fail to do suicide. It's why? Because death comes with pain, right? Before death there will be a time where you'll have to experience pain. Most of us are feared of that, and also this instinct will prevent us from doing suicide. So life is like a trap. It's obvious. And about aliens, you have said, so aliens may or may not go through suffering. Maybe they are like plants. I don't know. But there is obviously a chance that there can be sentient aliens like us. Because in Earth, if sentient life could evolve, means universe is very vast. It could evolve anywhere else also. So if they don't have any kind of suffering, they won't even mind if I cause extinction, right? So if I'm gonna cause extinction, are they gonna start to suffer because I'm gonna cause extinction? No, right? But in case if they are sentient, their sufferings are gonna end, right? So there is no point in discussing about that. That is one thing. And you're saying that most of the people will agree you didn't have any kind of extreme sufferings in your world. You're pretty much privileged. That's all what I can say. So you can just check in the internet the videos of like children in Gaza. So many people have interviewed them. Many of those children are saying that I just wish that we all would die soon because they are fed up with their condition. They are starving daily. They have lost their homes, families. So they just want to go leave this world. Suffering comes with this life, right? If they are not born, they don't have to see all these disasters. They don't have to pass through all these disasters, right? So life is the thing. Life is the period in which you will have to go through all this stuff. So even children are realizing that at this time. And one more thing you told is that majority might say that I don't know how do you take this majority. Even humans are just 0.004 percentage of total sentient beings in this world. Total sentient beings, like it'll the number is around 20 quintillion. How do you even take the opinion of this majority? I guess you can talk to only humans, right? And humans are the most privileged animals in this planet, right? So do you consider their opinion as something to be considered most? So uh, and even in a case in which 99.99% of the beings are experiencing a very good privileged life, and even if only single one child has to suffer in this world, I would go for extinction. Because no amount of pleasures in this world, you are telling to me that 8 billion people are enjoying their life, watching movies, dating their girlfriend, having tasty food. I don't care. I don't have to care about them. I care about that single child who is getting sexually abused, who is living with that trauma till his death. I only care about that child, right? You cannot say that I have to enjoy my life, I have to travel around the world, I have to play games, so let that child suffer in this world. That is the extreme of selfishness.
Yeah. Yeah, it's what can I say? Yeah, it's nice from your side that you are so empathetic, that you are so sensitive. Uh, I appreciate this. The point is that no matter what you declare, you can declare,
Mm.
okay, I'm going to cause total extinction because for one child. The problem
Mm.
is that you have no power to do this. And what I am proposing, just focus on what you really can and improve
Mm.
constantly. Try to improve your effectiveness, your impact.
What
Just
is that
be
I can
aware of your limitation. That's all the
oh,
only message I have today.
so
Because no
like you
matter
will have
what
to
you declare, it doesn't matter.
so no, you will have to actually explain that, like what is my limitation actually. Is it limited to spiritualism or veganism? What do you actually mean? What is my limitation?
Limitation is that you may declare, okay, I am the hero.
Mm.
You are portraying yourself as a hero who wants to save the whole world
No, no,
because of one child. It sounds so
no.
romantic. You are a romantic hero, but the point is,
I
it's useless. You cannot do this. Just focus on what you really can do. Just save one animal. Oh, by the
Mm.
way, even this was your video. You said rescuing animals is useless.
Yeah,
That's
it's
toxic.
useless.
That's toxic. It's not. it's not useless, because business doesn't work like this, that when you rescue pick and rescue, let's say you steal 3 chickens, that automatically they will put the 3 other chickens. The business doesn't work like this. There are business plans, and they follow their plans. They don't care that 5 chickens were rescued. They don't care. They will always follow their plan. If they plan
Mm.
to breed 1,000 chickens, they will breed 1,000 chickens. They will not
Yeah.
automatically breed 1,003. No. If you rescue, you rescue. So just rescue. So I
No,
think
no,
those
that.
ideas are toxic, because you said you do
That.
everything for one child, but at the same time you say rescuing animals
Mm.
is useless.
Mhm.
So I
See,
say, well,
I don't know. I don't
rescue
know
one
whether.
animal.
Yeah, I don't know whether we have to talk on that, because regarding the rescuing of farmed animals you have mentioned. So, uh, uh, actually, that's what you told. Like, market doesn't depend on whether you are rescuing or not. If there is a demand for 1,000 chickens, there it will be supplied. That's how market works.
No.
Okay.
Demand is not
So yeah,
everything.
yeah.
It's not everything.
Uh-huh.
Business plan is
So,
everything.
sorry,
Business
business
plan
plan.
matters, not demand. Demand is not everything.
So business is gonna so they are gonna plan according to your needs. Like,
They
okay,
follow their
I'm thinking
plan.
that. So if I'm a businessman, I'm gonna think that, okay, Veganika has saved 5 chickens, so it will be bad if I replace that 5 chickens. So I'll make a plan in such a way that I'll reduce the 5 chickens in which in the supply. Is it going to be like that?
You can affect the supply. We know we can. This is those are one of the main tactics that actually vegan activists are doing. They attack
Mm,
also supply, not only demand side,
mm,
but also supply. If you attack supply, there is no supply. No, it's you cannot easily
mm.
replace the supplies. And no, business is business. They always follow their business plan.
Yeah, that's what I told. Their business plan will be maximum profit, right? So if there is a demand for 1,000 chickens, they'll obviously go for 1,000 chickens. They'll not go for 96 chickens because you have saved 4 chickens. Okay, leave that topic. And okay, you told that you can say like rescue one animal instead of causing extinction. Okay, I'm gonna rescue one cat, and that cat is gonna kill 4 rats in my house. Is that fine for you?
No. I have a big
Yeah.
issue with carnivorous pets, especially
Okay.
pets. Yes, with especially with
So even
breeding
if
pets.
it's
I have big
even
issues.
if so even if it's a dog, I had a dog in my house when I was younger. So I raised that dog as a vegan. Maybe I didn't give any non-veg food. But what happened is that that dog turned out to be aggressive. That dog killed another puppy. It harmed many other dogs. So it is like that, right? Street dogs always they will be fighting among them. So you cannot actually manage the behavior of a dog. It will somehow harm other beings also. Okay, and even if you
You
say
should.
that that dog is gonna die painfully, very painfully one day, you cannot stop that thing. So obviously rescue is, I don't know what use you find in that. So maybe you can make some money through rescue. You can save an animal, you can ask donations, and you can uh, collect a lot of money. I don't see any other use out of rescue, because it will just it's instead of one victim there will be another victim. If you save one stray dog, and maybe if it is able to reproduce, it's gonna reproduce a lot. Okay, if you don't sterilize that animal. So again, if you are going to sterilize that animal, it will finally, if you are going to sterilize all the animals, it will finally reach extinctionism itself. So I don't find your point. How do you define this limitation actually? How do you say that rescuing one animal is my limitation, is my limit? How do you come to
I
that
didn't say
conclusion?
this.
I am able to do activism, I am able to gather people. If I gather, go on gather like this, if I have a larger society, I can try to cause extinction. Why do you think my limit is just doing a useless thing like rescue?
Your limit is where you start really
Mm.
violating human rights, their rights
Human
to
rights.
live. Because
Mm.
you admitted yourself
Mm.
that even
Mm.
when as vegans we talk
Mm.
to, for example, we talk to farmers,
Mm.
you should quit your business. So they already say, oh, we
Mm.
violate their rights because they want to
Mm.
make money, they want to make business. So you already are
Mm.
aware
No, no, no.
about resistance. So just
No, no.
think about this is true. There is resistance. There is very
Uh,
strong resistance against
mm,
vegan activist, vegan outreach. So just try to imagine
mm,
how many times more the resistance strong will
mm,
be when you talk about their extinction, not just changing their business plan. Because what we are offering,
mm,
what them is, yeah, please change your
mm.
business, do something else, stop breeding animals, do
Okay, okay.
something else. But we don't
Actually, you
say
have
you
misunderstood
your
me.
child
Mm,
die. We don't say this, and there is
mm,
already resistance. So just be aware that what you are
mm,
offering, the resistance will
mm.
be multiplied.
I don't care about that. Like whatever you are doing, whether you are doing veganism, also that thing matters, right? Human rights, and I didn't say that human rights is absolute. I never said that it's it's the right of those farmers to abuse animals. I never said that. I actually told the very opposite of that. Very like I told that it's not their right, but they will say that it's their right because today's system grants it as their right, but we know it's not like that. That's what I told you. Anyway, uh, okay, so like I maybe we are going round and round. We can just come to the point. Like, what is your solution to all the suffering? I have given my solution that you will have to euthanize all the animals. Otherwise, it's completely useless. You will save one animal, that animal is gonna harm other animals. Okay, so even if you save one chicken, that chicken will be reproduced, like replaced. That is the system. That is how the system works. And wild animals, if you are, I don't know what is the use of rescuing wild animals. If you rescue one tiger, how many herbivores are that lion is gonna tear apart? So it's completely useless. You have to be rational. This world is like that. Here you will have to harm others or harm yourself to survive. So that's the point. So only extinction is the way forward. So you'll have to say that spiritually, what idea do you come with? Like do spiritual from the side of spiritualism, what do you propose as a solution to all the sufferings?
My proposal is just forget that you are able to eradicate all the suffering. Just face it, face the reality, face the fact that you are not able, and our generation, and also maybe upcoming generation, is not going to solve all of the problems. Just face it, and then
So
act accordingly. And I think maybe you should focus also on some local. Um, solving your local problems, because you said that for
hmm,
you it is so obvious that if I have a dog, the dog will breed, there will be more dogs, and the dogs will fight. No,
hmm,
we don't have this problem. We solve such problems. First of all, is I
hmm,
used to have dogs, and of course I can take care of my dogs. They will never cause another animal to suffer. Of course you can feed your dog vegan feed, and of course you are not even allowed in our country, you are not even allowed to let
hmm.
your dog reproduce. Now it's being debated, a new bill about mandatory castration. Is
Sterilization.
castration
Yeah. Okay.
work? Yeah.
That's
So
that's
it
what I
should
told
be
you.
mandatory in our country. So you also should
That's
maybe
mm,
you should be more active politically, and
that's
solve your
yeah.
problems.
No. That's what I told you. Like if you are resorting to sterilizing animals, finally it will reach extinctionism itself. So you are saying that sterilize all the dogs and let the dogs go extinct. That comes to extinctionism. So I am asking your solution for all the sufferings in this world. And one second.
I
So
said there is
you
no
one second,
solution.
one second. So according to spiritualism, what you have to say is that forget that you can do something about all the sufferings in this world. Forget that you can do all these things. You have the capacity. Just be lazy and do some useless stuff like rescuing some animals, local extinction, like just burning down one forest. Obviously, if you burn down one forest, it's gonna get reforested very soon. So that is also obviously pretty much useless. So according to spiritualism, what you have to say is that forget all your capacities, whatever you can do, be an idiot,
No,
think that you cannot do anything, and do some absolutely useless things like rescue, burning down a single forest, and continue your life like an idiot. That's what you have to say. That's what I
no.
understood from that.
I said use your capacity at the best, at maximum.
Mm.
At
That's my
maximum,
maximum.
your
My
capacity.
maximum,
Raise your
my
capacity
maximum
and
is extinction.
do your best, but be aware
Hmm.
what your limitation. Be aware what you are
What is
able
that
and
limitation?
what is your limitation.
You
Your
you
limitation
didn't
is
tell me
not
any
not to
limitation up till
attack
now.
with all people on Earth. You cannot draw, attract all the people in the world, make them follow you. No, no, no. People will not follow you. Just only a few
Hmm.
people. So just be
Hmm.
aware. Be aware how tiny
So
your impact
so
is, and act
so I
accordingly.
cannot. I cannot convince all the people in the world. But I can make them all spiritual, right? I can make them all do meditation, or like I can, what I
What
don't know. Make,
are you talking about?
Hmm. So what is my limitation actually? You didn't define my limitation. You are saying that I should understand that I have some limitation. I think my maximum is doing activism for extinctionism. I don't see what is the impossibility in that. That is my maximum. So you are saying that I should understand that it's my limitation. It's above my limitation. So what is my limit that you will have to define?
Your limit is that no matter how much you will
Hmm.
pretend to be a romantic hero who will eradicate all the
Hmm.
suffering from the world, you cannot do this. This is your limitation. That
Hmm.
you are powerless. Face it.
So like it's clearly an appeal to impossibility fallacy. You know about that, I guess.
No, just do what is possible and focus on this. Focus and do your
it's
best. Do your
it's
best.
it's I'm doing my best, right? I'm doing activism for extinctionism. That's my best.
Okay, if you think this is the best, just do it. Okay. If this is the best you can do, just do it.
No. You just told me that I cannot solve all the sufferings in the world. So you had to tell me why
You're
it
doing
is impossible.
activism. You're doing activism. You're not causing anything.
No, no,
You're
no.
just doing activism. If you think
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is
of
the best
course.
you can do,
No.
go on.
Whether I am doing activism or not is a different thing. You are saying that it's impossible to solve all the sufferings in this world. Okay. So if you have to say that it's impossible, you'll have to give me evidence. Like, why is it impossible? Is there some law of physics that restricts eradication of suffering, or is there something
Yes,
physically not possible about eradicating suffering? You'll have to state that.
yes,
Yep.
yes.
What is that?
I'm not going to get back to this point. It will be
Hmm.
too long, you know. Please be aware that English is a foreign
Hmm.
language for me. I must work. I'm a little bit tired
Hmm.
already. I think we should be around about to finish. We
Okay,
said
okay.
a lot, and
Yeah.
I think your audience was listening. Maybe somebody got inspired. That's cool. Just that's my message to you, guys. Do your
Hmm.
best and be in touch with the reality.
Okay, I'm very much in touch with reality. Yeah. So you can give your closing statement then. Yeah.
I just said. I just said my
Okay,
message.
fine. So what I got from this debate is that Veganika is suggesting that I don't know. I'm suggesting that extinctionism is the solution to all the suffering, because uh, the way in which life exists in this world, sentient life exists in this world, is like you cannot, suffering is inevitable. So extinction is the only option. See, both, if a lion has to survive, it will have to hunt a deer. If a deer has to survive, it will have to run away. So suffering is inevitable when you look in that perspective. So extinction is the only solution to all the sufferings. So Veganika's point is that, from the side, what I understood from this debate is that she's saying that you should forget that you can solve all those sufferings by extinction, and you should keep some kind of limitation in your mind, and maybe you should do some things like rescuing few wild animals, or burning down a forest, a small forest or something. Okay. That's what I got from this debate.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
yeah,
Yeah, do what is possible. Do what possible.
even
Thank you,
even burning
guys.
down a forest is not possible for me. Yeah, many things are actually possible for me, like even going to a church and praying is also possible for me. Even just playing around, even just wasting my life in some, spending my money, enjoying my life, that is also possible for me. But it is not about what is possible. It is, the only thing that matters is what is useful, what will solve all the sufferings in this world. So the only thing that can eradicate sufferings in this world is extinction. So that's what I'm working for. I don't have to do random things for wasting my money, so wasting my time. That's what the thing. Okay. Hmm.
Okay, do what you consider the best. Good luck.
Okay, fine. Good luck. See you.
See you. Thank you,
See
guys.
you then. Bye bye. Okay, then I'm leaving the debate.
Yeah.
Abhishek, bro.
So we
Hello.
finish.
Yeah.
We are offline. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can stop the live then. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay. See you. See you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. See you. Bye.